When we talk about investing, we often associate it with the idea that it will make us rich. Every day, we are bombarded by ads, content, or just stories of people who managed to pick the right stock at the right time. Or we used to hear about people who claimed to have found the perfect method, usually sold in a course, that let them earn crazy returns with little to no effort. And this creates hope, the dream of making money without working. Passive income while we sleep. Enough to live the dream life promised by the gurus. Supercars, huge mansions, and unlimited free time. But investing has nothing to do with all that. Today, I want to explain you why investing won't make you rich, at least in the short term, but why, in my opinion, you should do it anyway. Hi, I'm Alessandro, Ale for friend, and welcome to this video. The last few years have been exceptional in terms of returns. Markets have been driven by tech and AI, pushing media to become the most valuable company in the world. Crypto, on the other hand, has made a huge comeback, reaching new high and bringing in huge gains. For those who started investing in 2024 or 2025, this might have distorted their expectations. And so when we see a guru promising a 50% return every year, it might not sound that crazy. They claim to have followed a simple, repeatable method and that they turned few $100s in millions. But the message that I want to get across is this. Investing won't make you rich, at least not quickly. Investing should be seen as a tool, as a way to reduce the gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. But it's not magic. It doesn't turn nothing into something. So let's break it down. Thinking that investing alone will make you rich is not only wrong, but it's also extremely dangerous for your financial well-being. First of all, in order to be able to invest, you need money. Even if you make the right decisions, you need some sort of capital to get a return. If you invest $1,000 and manage to get a 100% return, now you have $2,000, which is great, but it surely isn't life-changing. It's a long way from the millions promised by ads. Now, you might be thinking at someone who made a fortune through investing, and you could think, if they did it, why can't I? But the truth is that most millionaires didn't get rich from investing, or at least they don't consider it the reason they became wealthy. In fact, many say that saving was far more important than picking the right investments. Before learning how to invest well, you need to learn how to manage your money, because your investments will grow just as fast as your ability to save. The easiest, and perhaps only, way to double your returns is to double your savings. Now, let's play a game and let's think at the richest people in the world. How many of them got rich just through investing? None. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. These are all entrepreneurs. The only possible exception might be Warren Buffett, but even he doesn't count. He didn't just invest his own money. He just built a company that invested other people's money. And that's business, not just investing. And if you think that you can turn few hundred or few $1,000s into millions in few years, ask yourself this. If such a strategy existed, don't you think that someone already rich, someone with millions, would be using it to become the richest person on earth? Well, that's not happening. The S&P 500 has returned an average of 10% per year throughout its history. So in the world of investing, 10% is excellent. If someone offered you a 10% return per year for the rest of your life, you would say yes immediately. Or at least, you should. But even 10% won't make anyone rich overnight. Let's say that you invest $10,000 and you get a 10% return every year, without taxes and without fees. To reach 1 million, it would take 49 years. So you should start investing at the age of 20 in order to become a millionaire just before turning 70. But what if you start investing $10,000 and you want to reach 1 million after 10 years? Well, you would need a return of around 58.5% per year. And let's be clear, that doesn't exist. Even the riskiest investments, such as individual stocks, might give you that return once, definitely not 10 years in a row. And even if that happened, would you really hold on until the end? When your investment reaches $100,000, are you sure that you wouldn't sell? Would you stay invested in a single stock for another 5 years, exposing yourself to all that risk? And if that stock doesn't keep growing, you now need to find another miracle stock. You don't just need one miracle, you need many. And you need them one after another, which is not just unlikely, but it's delusional. Thinking that you can earn a 60% return annually when the best investors aim for a 10%, and also thinking to do that without experience or studying is pure fantasy. Sure, someone did it, but someone also won the lottery with a $2 ticket. The truth is that in order to be able to make the most of the market, you need to accept that you probably aren't a good investor. And that's okay. For instance, I'm not a great one either. It surely doesn't help that social media is full of people showing off their wealth. And when you want to prove that you know how to make money, what's the first thing that you show off? Well, you get it. Money. And that's why most ads show luxury cars, big mansions, and the word freedom. But showing wealth is not the same as teaching how to build it. Most of these people made more money by selling their strategies rather than by using them. And if you see someone making these promises, ask yourself, why are they selling it to you? If someone really had a strategy that beat the market even by a little, they could sell it to funds for millions. So why would they put it on TikTok? Because they know that a fund is not gonna buy it, simply because it doesn't exist. But maybe you will. And don't get me wrong, there are amazing courses out there. Some of them are worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. But there is a huge difference between a course that teaches you something and one that promises you returns. Even I might release a course one day, but it won't be about crazy returns or secret strategies. It will simply be a more condensed version of the free content that I already post. Nothing more. So, after all this, why should you still invest? Well, because investing works. Don't leave this video thinking it's useless. It's quite the opposite, actually. I strongly believe in investing. And in fact, this whole channel is about showing you how powerful it is, especially over the long term. It can help you to improve your future. Even if you don't want to retire, it can help you to live better. Maybe at 50, you will be able to work less or even stop working. It gives you options and it gives you freedom. That's the real purpose of investing. So I hope that the message is clear. Investing won't probably make you a millionaire in a few years, but you should still do it, because it's probably the best option that you've got. In one of the next videos, I will talk about how investing really helps you get richer once you hit that $100,000 mark. But for now, I will leave you with a quote from Paul Samuelson. Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. If you want excitement, take $800 and go to Las Vegas. Thank you for watching.